Hi, everybody. Good morning. Actually, it's good afternoon. I know I usually go live in the morning, but it's afternoon. So, good morning, everybody. Hi. Let me know when you can hear me and see me. I've got my YouTube pulled up here, so we'll give it just a minute. There we go. There we go. It's live. Hi, everybody. Hey, guys. Good morning. Afternoon. Good afternoon. I keep saying good morning. Hi, Anne. I'm so glad you're here. I miss you. Anne and I haven't connected in actually a couple weeks. That's very unusual for us. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Julie just sews from the UK. Hi, Karen, Donna. Hi, Sherry. You made it. Hi, Linda. Hi, everybody. If I don't call your name, please don't be offended. Hi, DM. North Florida. Awesome. You guys, we are having Chamber of Commerce Week. It is so perfect here. Right now, there is not a cloud in the sky, and I think it's in the 70s. It is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect weather. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Sue. Hi, Robin. Hi, everybody. My friend Jan is here. Thank you, Jan. So I did a little bit of prep work, just in a full disclosure, because I haven't sewn this bag before. This is, let me get the picture. Oh, this is the Cassiopeia. I think I'm saying that right. Cassiopeia East West Bag by Oro Rosa. She just released 3 patterns that are very similar, but different. This is the one that I purchased because I liked the shape of it the best. But here it is, finished. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Hi, Mary. So, we'll see. It's a decent sized bag, actually. Let me see what she calls it. I don't see off the top of my head. I need to look at this before I get on, but I think it's going to be an easy, beginner-friendly bag. So I did a little prep work because most of it is very repetitive. So I did one front panel with my tag. So this is the handle. I did the longer handle. She gives you 2 options for the handles. I did the longer one so it could be a shoulder bag. Isn't that cute though? And you guys, this is my first time sewing with this Fierce collection from Tulip Bee. Look at how cute that is. Now, in full disclosure, and it has a little bit of stretch to it. So what I did was I put woven fuse on the entire piece itself, and then I put the Decaville light. So it's got woven fuse, and that decreases any possibility of it stretches. Tulip Bee has some really, really nice vinyls, guys. I bought this with my March budget. I had her hold it because, we were out of town doing our little Elvis trip. And so I just got it this last week. Isn't that cute, though? Oh, my gosh. I love the shape of it. All right, so I did the front. I already did the front, and then I already did one of the linings. And we're going to go over all this because it's all the same stuff. So there's one of the linings with a slip pocket and a zipper pocket. And you have the same on the front and the back of the bag. I am sure a phone would fit in, actually. So I'm using waterproof canvas for the lining. This happens to be from Sew Yours. And then all the matte black hardware is from my website. And just FYI, I'm having 15% off everything on the website. No code needed. So if you want to buy something, it's good until tomorrow night at 11:59, something like that. So that's all I've done so far. I'm just trying to look at comments. It is going to be so cute. Jeannie. Yeah. You did, Jan. You bought several of them. I mean, I think I have 4 of them. She has them in colors now too, but I only bought the, the normal cheetah, whatever it is. All right. So I put 3 of my purse feet on, and I saved 1 for us to put on together. These I also sell on my website. So we'll do that in a minute. I'm going to try and follow the pattern though. Famous last words. Okay. So are you guys ready? You bought the, yeah, her vinyls are really nice. She actually sent me this black. This is her faux reel. It's nice too. It has a tiny bit of stretch, but nothing, not as much as the Fierce. She knows it. It's not a big secret. It's worth every bit to get some. There's my friend Ellie. Hi, Jessica Rose. Yeah, the Smoothie Smooth is good too. Named after all of our friends. Susan, Kasai's sister. We love her to death. Okay, I want to show you a couple things. You notice I have my Buc-ee's Easter t-shirt on. It's purple. I couldn't resist it. And then you guys look what I have here. It's an Elvis mug. It is so nice. It says Elvis Presley, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. So it's a perfect size too, because it's a nice big mug. I can't help myself. Hi, Linda. I know, I can't help it. All right, so we're going to start. I'm going to pull you down just a little bit so you can see. Okay. We're going to start with the handle because that's where the pattern starts. So this ends up being a 3/4 inch handle. So this, no secret, this is 3 inches by the longer, and I can't remember the longer shoulder strap. The nice thing about it is she has you cut off the corners so that it decreases the bulk. So she tells you the measurements, and then you just draw a line and you trim those off. I think Butter Bags does this same thing. I might have to start doing it. So you just trim those off and it really decreases the bulk. You put a line down the middle with some tape, and we're going to fold that in. So what's everybody working on? Has anybody made this bag yet? I can tell you, even just what I've made so far, this will not be my last bag. I just want to say something. Can you guys see this? I don't know if I can point to it without being weird. You see that little Jeannie's designs? My friend Ellie's husband, Rich, made that for me at Sawdust and Stitches. I absolutely love it. It's perfect. Thank you, Ellie. There's my friend Lori. I will say, so far, I have sewn with this Fierce and this Faux Real. It sews beautifully, guys. It really does. You know, sometimes when you get new vinyl, you just never know. Oh, Ellie, I don't just like it. I love it. And if you guys weren't on my live the other day, I had them make me a small one that I can put in pictures too. I don't think I have it handy to show you. But look what Ellie makes too. This is a pen, you guys. Look how beautiful that is. It's stunning. She makes these. I mean, to tell you. Look at this detail on it. It's my favorite pen. I'm just saying. All right, so now I put a line of tape down the center so that when I fold this over, it doesn't move on me. It's just something I do. I don't do it absolutely every time, but I do it fairly often. Because when you're sewing it, the last thing you want is it for it to get off center. And I just find this helps. It doesn't get gum up your needle because it's out of the seam allowance or the top stitching. So we are going to make this just like she tells you in the pattern. Nancy, I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello, Nancy, my friend, Nancy. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to get my seam guide. This is a seam guide that is sold at SaleRite. Mine came with my machine, but I think it's like $20 some, but it's so worth it if you need a decent seam guide, I think myself. All right, let's sew this. We're going to sew it. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Melanie. Hey, Sherry. I know. I'm sorry, Sherry. You're going to love it. It's going to worth it. It's so worth it. It's just worth it. All right, let's sew this. Now, she tells you what the seam allowance is. So do that seam allowance on this handle. It's not an 8. Hi, Julie. Hey, Judy. Okay, down the other side. I know I'm being a little speed demon, aren't I? Okay, perfect. All right, now we're going to make some marks with a marker that can be removed. And you want to do these on the right side. So one mark there. And one mark there on both ends. Okay. I'm just going to put this out there. Do you see my bruise? It was a tiny little mark where my mother-in-law's dog scratched me. No big deal. It's a puppy. She's a puppy. So it's not a big deal. But then I put a Band-Aid on it because it was oozing just a little bit. And I ripped the Band-Aid off and look at it. It didn't hurt, but it just is like, goodness gracious. That's what happens when you get old. You get all kinds of terrible marks. Oh, Judy. Judy is the kindest person. You guys, I just love her. Okay. Thank you, Judy. I'm going to give you a hug right back. How about that? I know it does look like a bite. But the little mark where she got me is right here. And then the Band-Aid, I peeled it off here and then I just ripped it. Not good. All right, now between these two marks on both ends, the one that's in the furthest, we're going to sew 1/8 of an inch. All right. It'll be gone by next week, but it's ugly. Poor little puppy. She's just as cute as can be. Her name's Maggie. Very cute. Full of energy, of course. I think she's only like 14 weeks or something like that. Just absolutely adorable. Making a box in the middle. Okay, let's clean that up. Get rid of our mark there. Okay. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Rose. Hi, Ramona. Okay, now I need some double-sided tape. So on the wrong side, put a piece of tape from that second mark down on both sides. I just love it when you guys connect here. I just think that's fabulous. Okay, now grab your other front or exterior piece, I guess. Make sure your centers are marked. And then she has you draw 2 lines out from the center. And that's where we're going to attach our handle, on the outside of those lines. And then I'm just going to hold it there so it's nice and straight until I get it sewn on and put a rivet. Okay. Now you should have a certain distance between this. So just double check, and oh my gosh, it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, Lori was trying to be an enabler. I didn't bite because I have no April budget left now. Just saying. All right, now we're going to sew this on up to that line that we marked at 1/8 of an inch. She tried, and it's, if I had a budget, I'd buy it, but I don't. Thanks, Lori. So up to that line that we marked, I gotta get rid of these. End over. And back down. Where was it from, Lori? Was that from Firewood Stitches? What are friends for? Thank you. I think it was Fireweed Stitches, if I remember now. She has some cute stuff. Okay, let's do the other side. We're all enablers, you know? We can't help ourselves. It's fun. All right, now we're going to put 2 rivets. And I'm putting mine in the middle. Make sure you're not going to go through your stitching. About 1/4 inch up. Trying to find my small one. Here it is. Grab my mallet. And make my hole. You guys, I mean, I love the, I don't think that went through. Just a second. I like my hole punch, but this is so much easier. So much easier to do. I still use my hole punch, though, so. Okay, let's grab some rivets. I am so sorry, Mariel. I know that stuff is, I'm trying to find the same rivets I used on the other side. For some reason, I have a mixture in here. Okay. Taxes and cars are very expensive, aren't they? Ridiculous. Hey, Wendy. Okay, oops. I put that in backwards. Huh, it went in too. That's weird. All right, I'm going to go press these real quick. Right here. Perfect. All right, so that is both exteriors done. So one has my logo and one just is plain. Perfect. Hi, Marie. Oh my gosh, Marie. You've made 7 now. That's fabulous. Leather is really, if you think about it and you get a full hide or a half hide, it's really not any more expensive than the vinyl today. Some of the vinyl today is more expensive than leather. Just saying. So congratulations, Marie. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Let me, we did the handle. We put it on. We put our rivet on. Now we got both those done. Okay. Let me tell you what page we're on. We are on page 17. Let me have a sip of coffee. And so now we need piece C, and just keep in mind, this piece needs to be mirrored. She tells you that right on the pattern piece. So make sure you're mirroring that. I didn't do any interfacing because I'm using waterproof canvas. Okay, so set these two we're going to set aside for just a minute because we got to do the zipper pocket. A wheel bearing replacement, Mariel. Oh. Hi, Mary Z. Okay, so I just did this pocket about an hour ago, but I'm going to have to read the directions. I don't want to make a mistake on live. Okay, so let's see. Take your zipper pocket lining piece, and I just wrote on the back, take your zipper pocket lining piece, lay your zipper right side up, and I'm just going to clip it in place rather than use tape. And we're going to sew that on with an 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. So this pocket is on the back and the front of the lining. It's the exact same pocket. So once you've done one and you get it, it's not hard. It's just a unique process, really. Hi, Kay. Welcome. All right, so we have that. So my lining piece is right side up. My zipper is right side up. Yeah, they're very unique, actually. All right, so now take your zipper pocket back. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, use your zipper pocket backing and sandwich that with your zipper all right sides together. Now, this is not the same size, so just center it. If you need to mark your centers, I would do that. Your zipper pocket backing piece is bigger. So you see that? It's bigger by an inch or so, half inch on each side. Okay. Now we are going to sew that at a 3/8 inch seam allowance. I don't have my zipper pull on either, so just keep that in mind. You'll see me struggle a little bit. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay. So that's what you have. Now, we want to fold this. I always get confused about this. With the backing around that seam that we just made. Let me make sure I'm not telling you a story. Yeah. So this seam under that zipper that we just made, mine creases pretty good. So I'm just going to finger crease it. You just want to make sure everything is remaining fairly straight. And she tells you to press it. I didn't press the other one, but I just finger pressed it. So this is what you have. So here's the backing piece, and we're creating a little lip. What we're doing is creating the slip pocket. So this is the right side of the zipper. This is your zipper pocket lining. And then we're going to put 2 rows of stitches here. I just love the way she does things, actually. I already decided after I did the first outside piece off camera that my next one's going to be out of leather. Yeah. And let's do a second row. Okay, let me show you what we're doing. So here it is. So there's those 2 rows of stitches. It creates that slip pocket. Very smart. It's kind of like a French seam. Yeah. Yep. What am I using for the lining? This is waterproof canvas from Sew Yours. I love it. I take that back. This is not from Sew Yours. I take it back. This is water resistant canvas from your Vinyl Source, I believe. Yeah, I think it's the water resistant canvas from your Vinyl Source. Jan, I think that's what it is. It's from your Vinyl Source. This is not the heavy stuff from Sew Yours. I made a goof the first time around. So, okay. So the next thing we're going to do, make sure that your zippers are straight on each end, your zipper, because we're going to separate the zipper. I know, it's very scary to me. And I'm going to actually mark on the end of my zipper where it is on each end. So I just marked, you're not going to be able to see it probably, right here and here, because I'm going to remove it and we're going to put it down here on the bottom, and I just want to line it up correctly. It's still right side up. Make sure your backing piece is out of the way. Let me pull you down just a little more. So the zipper's right side up, your lining piece is right side up. And then I just lined up those marks. So when I put it back together, it's going to be correct. Sally, Rebecca at Butter Bags, I reached out to her last night and asked her if I could do her new Drinks at Tiffany pattern. And she said yes. So that's going to be one of my next ones. I'm going to do her pattern too. It is really cute. Now we're just going to base this in place, 1/8 of an inch. It's very cute. Drinks at Tiffany. I like the name of it. She replied immediately and said she'd be honored. So that was very, very sweet of her. She's a very good seamstress too. All right, so that's what you have so far. So your backing is here. Here's the top of your slip pocket with the one side of your zipper, and here's the other side of your zipper. This is your zipper pocket. I know, it's very confusing. Oh, Amanda, you were a tester. Oh, cool. Great. Excellent. Yeah, I can't wait to make it. I already have it all printed out. I haven't cut anything out yet, but I've got it all printed out. All right, so now take your, let's see, what's the name of this? Zipper pocket front piece. And we're going to lay that right sides together here. Again, you want to just center that. And I'm doing it kind of upside down so I can make sure I get it centered. And we're going to sew that on at the full seam allowance, which is 3/8. Okay. So here's your slip pocket. Here's our zipper. So these are right sides together. Seam allowance in the pattern, but it's a 3/8. Just that's a normal seam allowance for zippers. Yeah, you guys should go watch Butterbag. She's a very good seamstress, and she seems as sweet as can be. I've never met her in person, but she seems very sweet. Okay. Then we're going to fold our zipper pocket lining and kind of finger press or press it with an iron. Both of these away from our zipper teeth. Okay, and then we're going to top stitch that on the front. 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Okay, so this is what you have. It kind of looks like a hot mess right now, doesn't it? Hi, Jenny. Okay, so let me see what's next. Oh, now we want to put our zipper pull on. Oh, this you guys, this might be embarrassing. So just FYI, I struggled with the first one. And we want it to go, let me just see. When it is together, we want it to go this way. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but yeah. Nope. This way. Oh my gosh, I think I got it the first time, you guys. However, oh no, it's on backwards. Let me see. Yeah, I don't want it going that way, so it's the other way. So hold on. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I want mine going a certain direction. So we're going to put it on right. So you put it on, and then you take it all the way off, and then you put it back on. I know. I may have to cut my zipper tee. You're in Hawaii? Oh. There we go. Hawaii is on our bucket list. So you pull it all the way off because you close your zipper. Now we're going to put it back on, but we're going to just pull it halfway through. I never mastered getting on zippers on without a jig. I just didn't. I've tried numerous times and I can't do it. Now this one's giving me fits because my zipper teeth are kind of wonky. There we go. I got it. Perfect. Yeah, because I want my zipper closing to the left. Perfect. Okay, now this part is a little, it's not weird. You just have to pay attention to what you're doing. So take your side panels and you want this, we're going to pull this backing for our slip pocket up, but we're only going to pull it up so that it matches this piece. Okay. The length of this piece. Oh my gosh, I did it right the first time. How is that even possible? So just clip that together. And we're going to baste it so it doesn't come apart. But I'm going to make sure that this side is the right side too. Mm-hmm. Let me see. So I'm just going to check here. Yeah, this needs to come up just a hair. So I'm going to go over this again so you can see what I'm talking about. Because this was a little confusing to me, but this is how she makes a lot of her pockets. Okay, so here's the backing piece to your slip pocket. We're bringing that up, creating that slip pocket, but we want the height of this to match this piece, our side pieces. And it does. Okay, so now we're going to just baste all that together. I feel like I forgot something here. Hold on. Oh, you know what I forgot? Don't do it. Let me do it. We need to close our zipper pocket. I knew I forgot something. We got to close our zipper pocket. 3/8 seam allowance. Yep. I almost forgot that. That would have been very bad. Okay, so this is our zipper pocket. I'm just closing those sides. And then we're going to trim that excess off, reducing some of the bulk. Okay, so we're going to trim that zipper pocket. By about half. Don't cut your zipper. Okay, so that's what we did. We just trimmed that zipper and closed off our zipper pocket. That would have been disastrous, I'm just saying. The pocket! Thank you, Wendy. All right, now bring that back up. And since I know what that measurement is, we're just going to do it right here. Now we're going to base this all together. Let me make sure it's the right size. Perfect. Okay. Now let's just base that down. Then we'll add our sides. Okay. That could have been disastrous. All right, now we are going to add our pocket, our side panels. And this is why they're mirrored, because they obviously go on opposite sides. And then we'll fold those over. And top stitch. Okay, I'm just making sure that I caught everything. Yeah, we're going to fold that over and top stitch on the side piece. Oh, no, we want to trim this lining off by about half first. This isn't required, but it just decreases the bulk, which is really nice, actually. So we just trim the lining, nothing else. Now fold it over and top stitch. Okay. And repeat that on the other side. Trim that lining piece. And fold it over and top stitch. Okay. So now we have two of the exact same sides. Let me grab the other one. They're exactly the same. Now you can only do one side if you'd like, but I think it's kind of nice. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, we're gonna decrease the bulk on the top and the bottom. Without cutting into our stitching. Perfect. Okay. So you're just trimming that up just a little. All right, now we're going to take our fronts, our exteriors, and our linings and put those wrong sides together and baste those in place. Oh my gosh, it fits perfectly. I'm amazed. I'm always amazed when things work right. Not from the designer's perspective, but from, you know, me getting the seams correct. Perfect. Now, I think she suggests using staples when we put the gusset on. We'll see. I really don't like using staples. I'll just say that out loud. Okay. Let's do the other one. Isn't this pretty? Annette knocked it out of the park. She's got some great other prints too, guys. I don't have any budget to buy anything else, but she has a real, I haven't used it yet, a gorgeous glitter ruby red. I'm kind of hoarding it until I find something that is just perfect for what I want to use it for. It's gorgeous. Stunning. Watching somebody clip something together, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? Ribbon. That's why if you watch my videos, I almost always speed up the clipping process. Oh, look at Jan go. It's the glitter red. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. So I don't know if the pictures on our website do it justice, but it is beautiful. What should I make with it? It's beautiful. Maybe I'll make a, ooh, Lori, maybe I'll make a mega accordion wallet with it. You're going to do a wallet too, Sherry? Okay. Now we're going to just baste those together. Let me have a sip of coffee. Eighth of an inch. Did I get wrong sides together? Let me just verify that. Okay. Yeah, I did. Make sure your handles are down. Okay. Let's make sure you caught everything. And it doesn't look like I caught it right there. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's do the other one. You ordered them this morning. I'm such an enabler. I bet she's going to sell out, like, if she's not already. The black and the brown, I think it was the black and the brown is stuck at the seaport. So that one's coming. Oh, I just ran out of bobbin. Yep. Oh my gosh, I ran out of bobbin all the way back here. I have another one ready to go. This is enough to finish the bag, I'm sure. I need to oil my machine. I didn't do that today. I should have. Did I catch it everywhere? Yes, I did. Okay. So if there's any lining hanging over, which there is just a little bit, I'm going to trim that off. Not much. I can't wait to finish this. I'm already plotting and planning my leather one. All right, not much. I'm just throwing things on the floor. I will vacuum later today. All right, so that is that. I think we're doing the zipper gusset next. Oh, we'll finish the purse feet. Let's finish the purse feet. I left one for us to do. Okay. So these are flat purse feet. I really like these. These are what I sell on my website. I really prefer them. Now I put a little piece of Decaville Heavy underneath it just to give it a little more, even though there's interfacing there. And then I'm using the dreaded thread lock. I'm just going to be very careful because it gets everywhere. Just one little tiny, that's actually probably too much, but I'll wipe it off. And then we'll screw that on. And I would definitely use some type of glue. I didn't get any glue anywhere. That's absolute miracle. I cannot believe it. Because of anything that I've had, I've had a purse feet come off. Only one, but it does happen. And then I'm just covering them with a piece of lace. What did Wendy post? I want to see. What did she post? Did she post her completed one of these? I have to wait. The bag with a bottle of wine in it. This bag? A bottle of wine fits in this? You got to be kidding me. Oh my. Huh. I didn't know that. Interesting. I will say I am not a big drinker. I have a glass of wine maybe 2 or 3 times a year. Not a big drinker. Not for any particular reason. Okay, so we got our purse feet on. Perfect, Wendy. She gives you where to put all these too. So just FYI. All right, so put that aside. Now we're going to work on our zipper pocket or our zipper gusset. So you should have 2 linings and 2 exteriors. And I am going to use some tape here. I'm just using 1/8 inch double-sided tape. I'm going to go ahead and put some tape on my, it fits perfectly. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. You know, we do gift wine, so don't tell Tony. He'll want me to make bags for everybody. Okay. I can't wait to see it. All right, so this is just like any other zipper gusset. Take your zipper and your exterior piece, get your tape off, and lay your zipper right side down. And sandwich your lining on top of that. If you can get the paper off. Watch Barb live. Get the paper backing off her tape. How fun is that? Okay, let's sandwich that down. I do not have my, did I say this already? I don't have my zipper pulled on yet. And that's okay. Okay. Hi, Jilly. Jeannie is me. So, that's a very good question, Jilly. So, when I was growing up, we're going to sew this at the 3/8 seam allowance. My middle name is Jean. But when I was growing up, my mom used to call me Boo Jean. Don't ask me why. She did. And so when I started my bag making business back in 2004 or before, I talked to a bunch of people and they said, why don't you make it, name your bag business Barbie Bags? And I thought, well, then people are going to look for Barbie doll stuff rather than, bags. So then somebody mentioned, I don't remember, I think it might have been my mom. Why don't you name it Jeannie Bags? And there you go. Now, over the years, it's changed to Jeannie's Designs because there for a long time, I did draperies, I did home decor items, I did all kinds of stuff, which I don't do much anymore, except for family and friends. But I'm just putting wrong sides together here. So that's where my name is. I go by Barbie. But it's Jeannie's Designs. All right, let's top stitch this. Just making sure my lining's out of the way. I actually have I don't know, Jan, if you can find it, but I actually have a YouTube video out there about why I named it that one. Now I'm just basting the other 3 sides together. Don't go over your zipper tape yet, because we need to put our zipper pulls on here in a second. Yes, we are going to do another Zoom. It's probably going to be June. And now we're going to just do the other side. It's probably going to be June because I've got the Coosa Mountain bag making retreat in the end of May, which is going to be so much fun. Yep, can't wait. So it'll probably be June. Sometime late June would be my guess. You're going to go through all my videos? Oh, Jilly. I'm just going to warn you. Some of my first videos and some of my first lives are pretty funny. So this is the lining, right side down. I'm nervous. I don't have the camera angles down. It's pretty funny. I go back and look at them every now and then because if I want to laugh. All right, sandwich that, and we're going to sew that together at the 3/8 seam allowance. So grab a cup of coffee and some Kleenex because you'll probably laugh. Yep, that's okay. I don't mind. Okay, let's do the wrong sides together. They are usually on Saturdays or Sundays, only because, number one, people that are still working. Number two, I try and put them at a time when people that are international can attend. So it is typically Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday or Sunday. I think the next one we do, I'm going to do it. We ran out of time on this last one. I felt kind of rushed, and I didn't like that. So this next one, I think we're going to just schedule for 4 hours, whether we think we need it or not, so that we have plenty of time to chat and finish, because, half of the Zoom fun is to talk to each other and for me to get to see you. Okay, let's top stitch. Everything's getting in the way, guys. All right. Now let's add our zipper pulls before we get anywhere down the road and forget to do that. 2 zipper pulls. You don't have to use 2, but you did feel rushed. Yeah, I didn't like it. It was too rushed. So we'll do something that we can easily get done in 4 hours. And that'll give us plenty of time. I think part of the issue last time was we had so many giveaways that took a lot of time, to draw names and give them away, and it took a lot of time. It was fun. So yeah, we're going to plan a little differently this next time. You live and learn, honestly. Oh my gosh, look how nice that is. I love it. All right. Take your exterior bottom gusset. What are you smoking, Jan? Who's smoking something? Oh, Ellie. You're smoking a brisket. Tony's over at his mom's doing a bunch of little stuff for her. Sweet man. We're going to grill hamburgers for dinner. All right, right sides together of your exterior. And right sides together of your lining. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Ribs. Oh, love it. Okay. And your lining, right sides together with your lining. And sew that together at the seam allowance in the bottom. Make sure your zipper pulls are on. I mentioned that again because I've done it. All right, now we are going to trim our lining again by about half. Turn that and wrong sides together. And pull that nice and taut and top stitch. Okay, and then pull the other side up. You had pizza. I love pizza. We only allow ourselves to have pizza once a month. I know, it's one of my favorite foods, actually. And your lining, right sides together with your lining zipper gusset. And sew that together. I don't know if I mentioned on this black, the faux reel, I also put a layer of woven fuse and then my Decaville. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. All right, then let's put it all wrong sides together. Do that second part of top stitching. And then we'll baste it all together. All right. Now I'm just going to say, if for some reason your zipper gusset doesn't match your bottom gusset, just trim it so that it eases in. Mine is just a little bit, and that is just okay. If it happens, don't worry about it. So just trim it so it matches on each end, because it's going to happen from time to time when you're doing these kind of gussets. All right, now I'm just going to flip this all together and baste them together. I mean, as a new sewist, if that happens, it really, the pattern, what does she say? Tells you what to do about that. Yep. Did I say the right thing, Wendy? Did I say just trim it slightly? Is that what she tells you? I didn't even look. Let me see. I'm looking. Hi, Nicole. You leave it and angle your stitching? Yeah. Perfect. All right. I am going to just sew these together, 1/8 of an inch. And let's do the other side. Okay. Getting ready to put it together. You forgot you leave it and angle it. Yep, yep, yep. I'll look here in a second and see what she tells you to do. Well, you guys can look at the pattern. Let me see. Okay. So, whoops. Oh dear. I have to bend over. I'm going to use my little tool here. Because if I bend over, I might fall on my ASSS. And on live TV, you don't want to do that. So I'm putting my seams together, and then we're going to mark our centers on the zipper and on the bottom. I already had marked the bottom gusset. I'm just verifying that it's right. And it is. Perfect. All right, let's see what she has us do next. We're going to put the gusset together. I have a grabber in here and in my fabric room. And I'm not apologetic for it either. I love them too. All right, let's put it on. This is another go grab a drink or a snack while we put our gusset on. Clip it on. You have one in every room and your car. That's a great idea. All right, so obviously the top goes on the zipper. So find your centers. Keep your handles out of the way. This will be good because we'll see if I have to use staples. Probably. Maybe. Let's do the bottom. Where's my center? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is it? There we go. Ah, Colleen, that is a great idea. This one actually folds up too. These were like, I don't know, cheap at Walmart. All right, I am going to clip my corners on my gusset. I'm hoping I don't have to use staples, but if I do, I do. Clipping all my corners. I'll clip the top too. Wendy, did you use staples when you did the corners? Just curious. I hope you don't have to, but you know, when you use staples, you have to take them out. That's what I don't like. You did? Oh, but you didn't do any snips. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. I think it's going to. Yeah, I'm not going to have to use staples. As long as you snip your gusset, yay. I'm not opposed to using staples. I just, on a live, I feel like it adds so much more time because I have to use them and then I have to take them out. And they get everywhere. At least for me, they get everywhere. And then if Tony comes in here with his shoes off, he steps on. Carly, you use double-sided tape? Yeah. I have too. I'm not opposed to using anything that works, actually. Yeah, but clipping this is working fine. This one is a little snug here. Let me see. There we go. Oh, Tony, Tom, you can hear the garage going up. Maybe he'll bring me a cup of coffee. He's probably worn out. He's been over all morning. Okay, guys, let's see what the seam allowance is. I'm sure it's let's see. Okay, let's do it. Seam allowance in the pattern. Yeah, tape is my friend. I love tape, I will say. All right, let's do this. That's seam allowance in the pattern. And I am not opposed to using my Kelly's to make sure I pull that. I'm just going really slow. Making sure I'm getting caught over there. Making sure I'm not making any puckers. Perfect. Now you could open the zipper, I suppose. Let's see if that helps me. The top curve looks to be easier. It's not as severe. None of it's hard though, I will say. Make sure your handle's out of the way. Cute. Size bag, actually. Oh no, Pyrrha. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a bummer. Well, hopefully you'll heal quickly. We're getting there, guys.
I was watching.
Oh! He was watching and heard me say maybe he'll bring me a fresh cup of coffee. What a man. I love that man. Pioneer Woman mugs, guys. Mm-hmm. A fresh, hot cup of coffee. Thank you, honey. Isn't he a gem? He's just a gem and a half. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Perfect. Okay. So, what did I drop? Oh dear, I dropped my other side over there. Let me grab it. I think, does she tell you to do the binding now? I think she does. I'm going to use fold over elastic. The fabricator is from Sailrite. Sailrite.com. Jan, if you could link that affiliate link that's on the featured post in the Facebook group and post it here, that would be fantastic. I get a tiny bit if you purchase something with that link. I am going to go ahead and do my binding. And I'm going to do it the old way this time because of the shape of this bag. She has you do the binding a different way, and I actually like it. Yeah, it's all in Indiana. They have great customer service too. If you can wait, they have a couple times a year, they have a free shipping sale. Just FYI. That's when I got mine 3 years ago. Because, you know, shipping, you have to put it together. That's the one thing about this machine that's different from many machines that you get. You do have to put it together. But they have excellent videos on how to do it. In fact, Terry, one of my friends that lives in the neighborhood, just got one, and she and her husband put hers together. I think she said it took them 3 or 4 hours. So I'm just using black fold over elastic. There's many places you can get it. I think this, I got at Sew Yours. Cassiopeia sells it. I think Indo Love Creation sells it. A lot of people sell it now. And your vinyl store sells it. So I'm just going to fold that over. And clip it. That's very true, Carla. Very true. It's not really hard to put together. They have step-by-step directions, and they're always available if you need them on the phone, too. All right, let's do this. Binding. Grab my stiletto. We're almost done, guys. Just got one more side to do. So far, you know, when you make a bag, there's always things that you think of that you might do just a little different. There is only one thing that I might do differently. And it's not anything big. It's probably just a preference on my part. But I'll tell you. Remind me if I don't remember at the end. Because I'm going to reserve that actual decision for once I get it all done. Okay, cross your fingers. Did I get it? Did I catch it all? Oh my gosh, that's absolutely perfect. I caught both sides. I love it how that works. There you go. Let's do the other side. Right sides together, matching your centers. No, they don't have a Barbie package. I do just get a small, if you buy with that link, something, anything actually, I get a tiny percentage. I have sold so many. Before I was they had given me an affiliate link, I had sold so many fabricators. I bet since I've had mine, and I talk about it all the time because I love it. I bet I've sold 20, 30 machines for them. It's a great machine. And I wouldn't put my name with something that I didn't like, and I love it. All right, let's clip our corners on our gusset. See, Diane just bought it. It's really a great machine. It sews through anything. I have only reached out to customer service once in 3 years. And that was because it is a noisier machine than some. That's just the way it is. At least mine is. Some people's aren't. But I don't mind it myself. If you keep it oiled, it's better. And I really need to. I actually probably need to change my oil. I have never had any issues with tension or any of that. I mean, I've really never had any issues. Now, Thor, my cylinder arm, is a completely different story. He is the most finicky guy. He's worth it, but he's very finicky. Here's an example of Thor. You know, we were gone for about a week, came home, and I went to sew something on it, and the knee lift was totally loose. It wouldn't lift up my presser foot, nothing. And I'm like, it worked before I left. What in the world happened? So I didn't know what to do. I called Sunny Sewing Machines and talked to Al for like 5 minutes, and it was fixed. That's another company that has outstanding customer service. Sunny Sewing Machines. The screw had come loose. I don't know how in the world it happened. I used the machine before we left. So, I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. But, easy fix. Yeah, the Thors are picky, especially the cylinder arms. Now, Sailrite is working on a cylinder arm. I think it's a ways away still. I occasionally reach out to the CEO and ask, how you coming on that cylinder arm? Last time I checked, they were still at least a couple years out. Will I buy one when it comes out? I'd be tempted. But I have Thor now, so probably not. All right. I didn't have to staple that side either. Okay, let's do it. Let me have a sip of coffee. Oh, the bottom of the belt assembly came apart? The Thor, your husband had to realign it and get the key back in. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's do it. I just realized I put my clips on upside down, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Only on the bottom I did it. You guys pay attention to how you have your wonder clips on? I do. There's a certain way they're meant to go on. The flat part is meant to be on the bed of the machine. It makes them so much easier to get off if you do it that way. That's what I found anyway. This side is actually going on easier. I'm kind of surprised. me see. It fits perfectly, guys. If you follow her seam allowances, it's fitting perfect. Now I am going to use my Kelly's hemostats, as most people call them. I call them Kelly's. That's what we used to call them in nursing. Some people in nursing call them hemostats, but we used to call them Kelly's. These are original nursing hemostats, Kelly's, from when I was a nurse. Oh dear. I didn't put my needle down. So these are like 40 years old. They were sterilized before I brought them home. Just FYI. Oh, Cindy. I hear ya on that one. Okay, I am gonna, this corner, I'm just gonna clean it up a little. It just got pulled just a hair. Just so it's even when you put your binding on. All right, let's do it. So I'm sitting here thinking, as I'm finishing this Cassiopia, I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but whether I go buy the other two that are part of the East West collection. Did anybody else buy all three? I'm tempted. I think the sale ends this weekend. It might already be off. I'm not sure. Anybody know? You bought all three, Nancy? I think this roll came from So Yours. This roll of fold over elastic. I think it came from So Yours. I've had it for a while. Are the patterns still on sale? They may not be. I mean, it's only $1 or $2, but you know, when you buy a ton of patterns, it makes a difference. This one was the nicest. Yeah. They're all really cute, but this is the one that hit my eye. Of all three. They're all very cute, but I like this one the best so far. All right, let's fold that over. Diana, you got all three? No, it might not be a good wheelchair bag. But you could make it for somebody else. Somebody else would love it. All right, let's do our last binding, and then we will turn it right side out. Let me have a sip of coffee before we start. So, anybody look to see if they're still on sale at Oro Rosa? I know, I have tons of patterns. Don't even talk to me about it. All right, here we go. Jan, are you still here? She may have had to leave. Or she probably got hungry. Maybe she went to get something to eat. You guys notice I'm using StreamYard, and I'm not backwards. Did anybody mention that? Yep. I decided to go ahead and not be backwards today. I started at the top of my bag on this side. I have no idea. You love that I'm not backwards. Hey, Lori, can you go look and see if the patterns are still on sale at Oro Rosa? Or is the sale over? I think it might end tonight, but I am not sure. Getting there, guys. Okay. This bag is selling for $10. So does it look like it's on sale? I think it is. Oh my gosh, you guys, I caught that side too. It's an absolute beautiful thing. Are we ready to turn it? I know I am. Oh, the sale price was $9. Okay, well, 10. You know, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a delta. All right, let me pull you up just a little here. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee before I turn it. Okay, here we go. I'm such a weakling. Oh my gosh. I know I gush over every bag I make, but they are all so cute. This is no exception. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll go get a bottle of wine. I'm not sure we have any wine. I'll have to go look. Look at this, you guys. Now, you're going to want to train the corners and the sides, you know. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. This fabric is stunning too. Yeah, you're going to want to roll these and maybe even clip them to train them, but not a big deal. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me pull you down so you can see it. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. It's a really good size bag. Now, I made it in black, but you have a slip pocket and a zipper pocket on this side, a slip pocket and a zipper pocket on that side. And look how much room is in there. That is so cute. You want me to go get a bottle of wine real quick? Let me go get a bottle of wine, see if I can find one. Hold please. All right, guys, we have one. And it is a bottle of wine that was gifted to us, and it's got our picture on it. Can you see it? Honestly, Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, it was somebody gave it to us for Christmas. To a holiday filled with good wine, and it's our friends that live here. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. You guys. Easily with room to spare. I can't really hold it up because the wine will fall out. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I don't know if she says that in the pattern that it holds a bottle of wine, but that is so cute. You guys, this is such a cute bag. Look at it. Let me stand up and put it over my shoulder and see how it does. Yeah. See how perfect that is? I use the longer straps, and it's perfect for a shoulder bag. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. I am going to do another one in leather. So here is what, there is really nothing that I would change other than, let me put you over here. Just need a pour spout. A pour spout would fit in here too. Just saying. And I don't think I would change it now that I've finished it. I was worried that these handles would get in my way, but they do flop down. So the only thing I was thinking before I even finished it, and you don't need to do it now, is to add a little 3/4 inch square ring here, but you don't need it. Because the thing I hate worst about bags is when the handles are in my way when I'm trying to open it up, but this isn't. It flops down. So you can get, and it opens really wide. Oh my gosh. Let me see if the, let me just see if my phone fits in the, yes. The phone, I have a iPhone 14 Pro Max, and it fits in the slip pocket perfect. It's perfect. The Casa, let me see. I can't say it. Where's my thing here? Cassiopeia East West Bag by Oro Rosa. If you haven't gotten the pattern yet, I highly suggest that you do. It is so cute. I'm just looking to see what if she says anything about a bottle of wine. This is a very, I'd say it's a beginner-friendly pattern. Just like most patterns, if you take your time, you can do it. But look at the sides and the purse feet on the bottom. It's a good size bag. I love this. Mary, you sent me a gift card for Oro Rosa. Mary, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm going to go, you know what I'm going to use it for? I'm going to go buy the other two patterns. Oh my gosh. And the Fierce vinyl and the Faux Real vinyl by Tulip Bee. Oh my gosh, you guys. So here's the suggestion. This is one of the reasons I got these little clips on Amazon, so that when you're done, you can clip your sides so that they kind of get trained without leaving marks. That's the only disadvantage to the soft fold over elastic that I have found. It doesn't do as well as like waterproof canvas to give you good corners and stuff. That's the only issue I have, and it's really not an issue. But you just leave these clips on for a few hours and it'll be perfect. I mean, had a feeling that I was really going to like it. Some steam helps with that too. That was, I mean, Mary, that is absolutely unexpected and very, very sweet. Thank you. You're a sweetheart. And Mary is going to come sew with us in October. Jan, have you started a wait list for the October bag retreat yet? Jan just posted the clips. They come in a variety of colors. They didn't come in purple, so the next color was pink. So that's what I got. The only thing, Karen, that I would have changed, and I don't think I would, is that I would add square rings, 3/4 inch square rings here, so that it flopped. The handles flopped, but they flop out of the way. Because I personally hate handles that get in my way of opening a bag. But these don't. So that's the only thing I would have changed. I would not change another thing. I really wouldn't change anything else. It's so cute. Terry, are you home? My friend Terry, are you home from your cruise? Did you have a fabulous time? Oh, I can't wait to hear all about your cruise. How fun. I want to hear all about it. Okay, guys, so there it is, the Cassiopea by Oro Rosa. There are 3 bags in this collection. It's the East West Bag collection. It was fabulous. Oh my gosh, I bet it was. You probably have a good tan too. So the other 2 are about the same size. Their shape and how they're put together is just a little different. But I'm going to go cut out a leather one and do one in leather. I've already made the decision. Now, if anybody wants to hang out with me, maybe I'll do this later today because I got to go eat something. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock and I haven't had any lunch. So I'm going to do a matching accordion wallet. I have it all cut out, ready to sew in the leopard. This bag is going to be for sale on my website, and it's going to include a accordion wallet. So maybe I'll come on later and do a quick live making the matching accordion. A grommet, Mary. Mary says put a grommet on one end so you can pour the wine out. That's funny. I say Mary has some experience with that. What do you guys say? All right, guys. I got to go eat something. Hey, Holly. Yes, you're at the end, and that's okay. We made this bag. 2 hours and 15 minutes from beginning to end. The Cassiopea by Oro Rosa. It is absolutely an adorable bag. Yes, Lori and I are going to go live soon and make the mini box tote by Sonar. And I'm going to use cork. How is Brenna? Brenna is doing fabulous. I am going to let her post how she's doing. I'm not even going to say anything, but Brenna is doing great. I'm not saying anything else. She said she would post something this week. It's very exciting. I'm just going to say that. It's all good. It's all very, 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 absolutely stupendously good. But I'm going to let her post. She's going to do it this week. Nope, she hasn't posted anything yet. She'll do it this week. She'll post on my Facebook group too. I am coming up, I think I'm gonna do a live this week on the Barbie leather wallet too, by Purses by Holly. We're doing that wallet at the Coosa Mountain Retreat in May, and I need to practice and figure out what I'm gonna do with the fabric. So you live by the skin of your teeth. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. I truly appreciate all of you. And thank you, Mary. That was very, very sweet. If you haven't gotten the pattern, I would give it a go. It's so cute. No, I am not selling it with wine, Lori. Don't be an enabler. This wine is not going anywhere. I think we've had this bottle for 2 or 3 years with our picture on it. Isn't that cute? I love it. And I like white wine too. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, the rest of your Sunday, and a good week. And we will see you soon. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.